Hey everybody, good evening. Haha, hey Paul, hey Paolo. Thank you very much, man. It's cool, isn't it? It's a really generous gesture, I think, from the guys at Sector 3 to think about a smaller channel as well as the sort of big lads who have been doing it over recent weeks. And it's just really cool to see it on the ranked servers, and pretty popular. Cheers, Sean. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's. I mean, to be fair, I did have that in mind as I was thinking about which combo to pick. GT3 is like a guarantee of a pretty popular server, so that's partly why I went for that as the multi-class, and then the P2 cars are just good fun. That must have been wonderful, Paul, to just literally be woken up by my voice. So we're going to wait until the end of this race. That's currently going on at the minute, a couple of minutes. And then I think the server will pop again in 5 minutes or so. Paul is like a son to me. Wow. I don't know how Paul would feel about that. It's definitely true that I rely on Paul absolutely for our Discord to function correctly. So there's definitely something in that. In fact, it's safe to say it probably wouldn't exist without Paul. It would have fallen over by now. Hey, there's some brilliant combinations this week, everybody. Welcome along. As you can see, people filing into the chat. The F3 at Spa should be fantastic. We should try and have a little go at that later as well, I think, tonight. Some of the longer races look pretty good as well. Silhouettes at Zandvoort, can't go wrong. Always good racing that. So those of you just joining the stream, we're just going to wait a couple of minutes until the Broca server opens for practice again. There's only 50 seconds left of the race that's going on at the minute. So once that's done, we'll hop in, have a little bit of a practice. Do join on track. I think you're going to have to get in quite quick because it's been pretty popular already. I think we're going to go for the P2 class first. And see how we get on, and then probably do one straight after in the GT3. Thank you very much, buddy. I confess, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I presume that's in kind of Russian script. But yes, I will see you there on the grid. That would be marvellous, Paul. Thank you very much for doing that. Yeah, that would be great. Maybe hold off a couple of minutes until we're in the server. Hal, you have to take back your retirement, buddy. At least for 1 week. Come out of retirement. Vladislav, brilliant. Good to see you, man. Ah, in fact, we've definitely raced one another, I think. I recognise your surname now. I've definitely seen you in the servers. Unless there's another Yuchenko about. But yeah, Hal, you should definitely reconsider your retirement. For 1 week only, appearing at Suzuka in the P2 car. Hal Harrison. Can't promise you clean racing on this server though. I know a number of people struggle a little bit with some of the corners at Suzuka. But it's just my favourite racetrack. I don't know about you guys. In fact, it would be good to know in the chat what your favourite track to race on is, but I think Suzuka probably is mine. It's the kind of combination of corners. I like driving downforce cars, high downforce cars. It's perfect for that. Good mix of different sectors. It's iconic. But it was between Suzuka and Road America in my mind for this combination. But I think there was a Road America P2 GT3 not that long ago, so ultimately erred on the side of Suzuka. That's alright, Vladislav, if you get in the practice server early, 20 minutes or so doing laps. Or better yet, hop in the Daytona prototype. I suppose that is my only concern about the server really, is that everybody's going to hop in the GT3. In fact, that is what's going to happen. And there's not going to be as many people in the P2. Hey Nick, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Just waiting on the Broca server to pop, so we can hop into a bit of practice. It should be in like the next 5 minutes or so. It is Rep 80, Paul. Yeah. Are you sitting below that at the minute, buddy? Get in, Paolo. The DP is brave, mind. I mean, I did a bit of running against the AI to test the combination, and obviously the prototype absolutely annihilates the straights, but it's a handful through the S's and through the middle sector for sure. If you could avoid that, Patrick, at least on the first one, that would be good. I'm going to be in the P2, Vladislav. Yeah, probably in the Radical, which is a little bit more handy in the corners than the DP. But we'll see. Through the week, I'm sure I'll do a bit of everything. Top tip, Barry, I'm not going to lie to you, it is very hot in my in the room that I do my sim racing in. I'm sure lots of you find that as well. Tucked away in a tiny little bit of the house, and it's still pretty warm in London, despite the fact it's like 8:10. It is good, Hal, to see it getting more popular. I think George posted they've had 30,000 players now on the platform, which is obviously still, you know, a lot less than iRacing and things like that. But I think it's pretty cool, man. Like, considering the disparity in resources and all the rest of it, and it's definitely noticeable that there's a bit of momentum around it at the minute. Hey, Michael. Yeah, it is. It's a brilliant combo. Suzuka in the F4. My buddy Chris Rogers really enjoys that. He's quick at it as well. He's got good pace at that combination. We did it for an SCB community race not so long ago. You're beginning to worry me, Paolo, that you are intending to punt me out of the race. So a couple of times you've mentioned it now. I think you'll qualify ahead of me, so there's no danger. If anything, it might be the other way around. It's a good question, Robert. I think it will. I think I saw one earlier on. Let's have a little look at the schedule and see if it says. Yeah, it's global. So it's in all regions. So they will pop up eventually. Wow. Thanks very much for that, Nick Stone. Dear me. See if you can't siphon me a few subscribers over. That would be delightful. I promise not to do this too often in the evening, guys, but given we're waiting, if you're not subscribed to the channel, it would help me out massively if you did. Loads of RaceRoom content coming up and already on the channel. I suspect if you're here early, you're probably already subscribed, but it's worth asking. We're near to 1,000 subscribers now, which kind of blows my mind, really. I didn't expect that at all. That sounds good, Robert. Yeah. Definitely worth a go. See what the connection's like. Why can't you subscribe, Paul? What do you mean? Why are you not subscribed? Betrayal. Welcome along to the stream, everybody who's just joined in the last sort of 5-10 minutes. Will not be too long in getting started, just waiting for the Broca racing server to come up live, which is a really surreal thing to say, but a really cool thing. That's where we're going to spend a bit of time at first, maybe do a P2 race first and then hop into GT3. And then there's a couple of other servers I'm really fancying. The Formula 3 at Spa in particular. I love that car, the F3 car. I think they've done such a good job. And the new force feedback is brilliant with it. That's the right answer, Paul. Good lad. And we're going then. Here we are. Going to join Europe 1, everybody who fancies like hopping in as well. RaceRoom giveaways. So I hadn't thought about that, to be honest, and I haven't been given anything from the developers to do it. But if people are interested, I'm happy to investigate it. There is a sale on at the minute anyway, so as my screen now ably demonstrates. And lots of stuff is really good value at the minute. Let's get into it. So, for some reason, the fuel is always full at the beginning when you log into these cars. Giveaway, please. Haha. Let me see what I can do. Can't make any promises on that. If you can give me a shout, guys, in the chat about what the sound is like, both my voice volume and the engine, that would be good. So, welcome to the stream, everybody. We are now live on the Broca Sim Racing server on RaceRoom, which is just properly cool. Really fortunate this week to have been given the opportunity to brand a server on the sim. We've covered a load of RaceRoom content over the course of this channel's life, and Sector 3 very generously offered to give us a server for the week. So we've picked the P2 and the GT3 classes at Suzuka. This is actually my first time today actually getting on and seeing it in the flesh. Come and join the server if you fancy a race, or grab a cup of tea or a beer. Something to keep you cool actually would be pretty good if you're in a place like I am at the minute, which is roasting hot, and enjoy the race. Oh, we've locked up straight away there. I'll have to watch that. T1 is like my nemesis at Suzuka. And like so many of the corners here, if you get it wrong, you carry pain for like the next 20 seconds or so. Oh, we've locked up again.
Green flag sector 1. Okay, then we need to watch these track limits.
Finding the limit, that's all. It's going to be embarrassing, isn't it, if we're a bit rubbish. Hopefully we're not a bit rubbish. Got to avoid getting on that outside curve there. It just like pulls you off the circuit.
20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
Open setup, buddy. late.
New fastest lap for Pietz, 155.57. Yellow flag. Green flag, all clear. You're looking your right front going into the chicane.
So a 155 from Patrick is pretty decent.
Underneath this lap, cut the track. Brake temperatures are looking good.
I think my quickest, when I was recording the footage for my little video today, was something like a low 155. Oh, we've understeered off.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Have I had any feedback from the devs? Oh, about the championships? I haven't yet. No. We don't. I don't really talk to the devs all that often. So hopefully they see it. But I mean, I'm also conscious, like when you make a video like that, it's good fun, I think, as a sort of fan of a game, to sort of put your ideas out there, to sort of think about what might happen. But they're going to be neck deep in technical issues and practical issues about what they can bring to the sim and by when, and cost pressures and all the rest of it. So I'm sure most of the things that I suggested in that video they've already thought about in one way or another, and it'll just be a case of prioritizing what they can bring when they can bring it. We're going to catch a bit of traffic here. Haha, cheers David. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Oh, we got a car off. Good to see a few P2s about.
Yellow flag, Sector 1. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 1. Fastest lap for Pietz, 154.85.
It's a good lap from Patrick. This is going to be more like a 156, I think. Yep.
Fastest lap. You're currently 1.5 off the leader's pace. That was a 156.36.
Bit of time to find. But we did get held up by a couple of GT3s and a rejoiner.
Sector 1 is yellow.
And again,
Car left. Clear left.
that was nice. Give me plenty of space.
Alright Ben, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. The guy behind is just a 56.
Hey Jack, good to see you, man.
10 minutes of fuel remaining. Green flag, sector 2. Sector 3 is clear.
Good idea, Jack. That's the spirit.
Sector 1 is clear. We think that's high. Has gone up in turn 2. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. E3 was your quickest lap in this session. Our lap time was 1:55.73. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear.
Oh, we've understeered terribly. Right,
Yellow flag.
take it back to pits. Have a little look at who's in the server. Tidy first few laps. And have a little look at chat. Oh, thank you, Michael, for tagging Jeff. That's cool. Hey, Moritz, good to see you. Haha, don't worry, Ed. I'm almost certainly going to do that myself. And it's my stream, which makes it worse. So far, streaming ranked servers, I've ran out of fuel. I've been kicked out with ping numerous times. I've definitely span it a good few times. I've yet to win a race. So it's all just about having fun, isn't it? Hopefully, having a clean race. So we've got a decent chunk of GT3s. Some familiar faces from the regular schedules, but also Nick Campbell, Jason Spooner, run with those guys in the community, and a brilliantly full field of P2s. Well done, everybody. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's what we like to see. Yeah, so we probably will have about 9 laps of racing. Big Ben fan club. Let's leave a little message. Maybe saying you're on stream will encourage safer driving and people might let me win. Doubtful.
Exit looks clear. Green flag, you're clear. Your brakes are cold. Let's get some heat.
Just a final shout, everybody on the stream. Like, quality of the stream's okay? You're getting a good picture,
In your front.
good video,
Turn 1.
good sound? Give me a shout if anything's up. I'll try and fix it before qualifying.
Left side. Clear left.
Brilliant, thank you, Eric. That feels so satisfying when you get a good exit from Degner 2. It's not easy to do.
Flag sector 3.
That feels less satisfying when you outbrake yourself into the hairpin.
Lucky left front braking for the hairpin.
Quite sensitive on the brakes, these cars. I know the brakes are cold at the minute.
Left.
But you've got to have quite a gentle left foot. Right there, I nearly just paid the price for trying to look at chat through the fastest corner on the circuit. Oh, it's great to see so many guys from the SCB community in the P2 cars. Oh. Horrible run through T1. Bit better through the second half of the S's though. We're going to catch a GT3 just as we come into the Degnas, which is not good. Going to have to just wait. Try and get him on exit. Thank you. So Patrick looks like he might have race-winning pace here. I think we can get our time down to a low 155 with a fair wind. I'm not sure I'm going to get in the 154s. I'm assuming the qualifying is just you on the track rather than open, but I don't know. Oh, big log up.
I think P6 has gone off in Degna 2, green flag sector 1. You're looking your right front into the chicane. You've just done a 157.15. Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag sector 1.
Ah, we just clipped a bit of curve on the inside. That was a really good run through T1 as well. Single quali. Good stuff, Patrick. You might be on pole position, I think, Patrick, with the pace you've got at the minute.
Temperatures look good. Yellow flag in sector 2. Green flag sector 2.
He's got to be so patient through this corner. Oh, Martin's had a bit of a adventure just up ahead of us. We're going to catch him in the middle of the next lap, I think.
Sector 1.
Torpedo Kvyat has left the game. I like that name. That's funny. It's a good callback to Formula 1 about 4 years ago. Maybe longer now.
Clear left. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Yellow flag
So we've not really had a clean lap. This is a bit scary.
Still there. Clear right. Green flag sector 3.
Ah, thanks Nelson, buddy.
10 minutes of fuel remaining.
And yes, you raise a good point. Anybody in the stream, thank you very much for coming along. But if you're not subscribed to the channel,
Right side's clear.
it would help me out enormously if you'd like to. No worries if you don't, but if you'd like to see more RaceRoom from the weekly servers and special community events and the like, to get subscribed to the channel. We're not far off 1,000 subscribers, which blows my tiny mind.
Lap time was
I wasn't expecting to get there, maybe ever, but definitely not this early. And RaceRoom has been such a big part of that. Thank you both.
clear right.
In fact, really, the whole channel, the whole reason for the channel was to play a bit of RaceRoom and show off the online racing, because I was having such a good time with it. And I couldn't see anybody else really doing it at the time.
Sector 1 is clear.
Whoa. I then subsequently found if more YouTubers were doing it. But it's great to see some of the more popular channels, bigger channels, doing more RaceRoom stuff over recent weeks. Can only be a good thing for the sim. Oh, we've gone in wide. Ben.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Too much chatting, not enough concentrating on the apex.
Now 1 off the pace. Sector 2 is clear. You've just done a 156.00.
Right then. Good evening, Brian. How are you doing, man? Thanks for joining the stream. You're just in time for quali. We're going to put quali fuel in the car.
154.72.
154.7 is a good time. It mustn't have counted because it's still registering a 54.8. But it's Paolo. Paolo's gone quicker. Look at that, just ahead of Patrick. Very, very close though. I don't, Hal, unfortunately. Yeah, Sven was one of those YouTubers that I found who was doing RaceRoom content and was obviously one of the founding members of the SCB community. If people are in the stream who don't know what the SCB community is, there's a link in the description to the stream. We're a kind of pretty chilled out community of not very fast really, although there are some quite quick guys in the community now. Racers who primarily do community races on RaceRoom. And Sven, who has a channel, Zero to Hero, was one of the founder members of that. But he's had to take a little bit of a step back, and I've not heard from him for a little while. So I hope he is doing all right.
Checkered flags out. P4. That's the end of the
Chris
session.
Rogers
P4.
is the other guy who runs it with me, and he's got a really active channel, and it's brilliant. So you should definitely go and check that out if you don't already. That's a shame, Moritz, that you didn't have the hard drive space, buddy. So I think we're going to be mid-pack in the P2s here. I think there's a few, Paolo, Patrick, in particular look like they've got really good pace. We might get somewhere near Marchal's pace at 1:55.1, but we'll have to see. It's a good question, Emery. I don't know. I guess it's just to make sure the balance of performance is right. It's nothing I've done to punish people. I promise. Here we go then. Maximum concentration. Oh, we've just locked up. Alright, it's a good start, innit? Let's go back and try that again. Those of you who watch these streams regularly will know that I try to get my mistakes out the way before the race. So don't be alarmed. The whole stream isn't going to be like this. It's what practice is for, isn't it? Rather not do it in qualifying. But at the same time, got to push. Need a wider entry there. Patrick's invalidated his lap as well. Oh no, seems he hasn't. 1:54.5 is quick. Ah, we've overshot it. Ben.
Track limits, come on. They're going to delete this lap and they'll delete the next one too. You're locking your front into the chicane.
Third time's the charm, everybody. You're absolutely right, Hal. We should lobby Sector 3 for Chris to get one. Need to get a banker lap in now. Put ourselves in a little bit of trouble. Just to make sure we get a time on the board. Oh, I can't believe that.
Okay, Ben, that's another cut. Track limits. You're looking your left front going into turn 13.
I'm not sure if that's invalidated the lap or not, but it's going to be slow. We'll finish it anyway because we're only going to have one time for one more. Nothing like a bit of pressure. Oh my days. I can't stop looking up the brakes, chat. Alright, well, this has got to be a very safe lap now.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Missed the apex there completely.
You're looking your left front into the hairpin.
We've made the chicane. So here comes a slow lap time. But in the nick of time, we're going to get a lap on the board.
You've just done a 155.92.
Oh. But it's not a very quick one.
Checkered flag, 8th place.
Oh dear. That didn't go according to plan, chat.
You're locking your fronts going into turn 2.
Paolo, I had a nightmare as well, mate. I invalidated pretty much all of the laps except the last one. I was always going to have them on it. You get a server and then you mess it up. Any tips on fuel, chat? I should have done the calculation before heading to the grid. We're not going to do 9 laps, are we? We can't do 9 laps. Let's say we're not. 9 laps is going to be enough, innit? 150 a lap. You know what? I don't want to run out of fuel. It's not going to be the difference maker. Let's do it. Otto Hood is about to tell me whether I've got that right or not.
15 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah, we got a bit in spare. Right then.
Hey, mate, get ready.
Wish us luck, chat.
Go, go, go. Yellow flag, sector 1.
We've got our work cut out for us here, chap.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, you're clear.
I hope I didn't just hit Nick there. It looked like he had a bit of a moment. I didn't feel anything in cockpit.
Green flag, sector 2.
It's largely true that, Eric. It's largely very clean. Side by side up ahead of us. Still side by side. Somebody's going off here, surely. Phenomenal racing. Oh, he's gone.
Left side, clear left. Incident clear, green flag.
Poor Robert.
Green flag, sector 2.
Oh, Paolo's got a problem of some kind, has he?
Just 155.
Oh, he's had a very bad exit.
7th position. That was 156.92.
He's going to struggle through here in the DP. Oh! He's all over the curbs. We are slowing up Wilkins behind us because I don't want to run too close to Paolo here.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
He's going to kill us on the straights, Paolo, though, in that car. So we do need to make a count in Sector 1.
Take it easy, you've got cold tyres. That's the fastest lap for It's 155.00. Nick has just retired. The captain, Wilkins, behind is now 0.9. That's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. Yellow flag. Stay sharp.
Oh, there's been a coming together.
Green flag. You're clear. V6. A lap. That's your best in the session. The cabin crew has increased. It's now about 0.8.
Oh, he's been taken out.
Car right. Clear right.
Leg has taken Paolo out. So we need to be mindful that that could happen to us.
Don't make it easy for him. Make him go a long way round.
Oh, he's going to try and go side by side through here, is he?
Sector 1 is clear. Still
He-
there. Clear left.
If I hadn't given him that,
Come on, man. Come on, don't let him get away.
we were both going off there. But it's racing.
E5. That last lap was at 157.12. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes left. Stay focused. We're still in this. Sector 2 is yellow. You've got half your fuel left. Sector 2 is clear. Your ears are cold. Captain Wilkins behind us now. 0.6.
Don't need to shift to first gear there. Should stick it in second. So what Jim is telling us is we're off the pace. And we are. Just a little bit scruffy, really. Probably one more racing lap after this, I guess.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I think 5th place is going to be as good as it gets.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
To be fair, Wilkins has been running super quick behind us, but has resisted the temptation to dive bomb.
To go. That lap was at 156.28. Sector 1 is off the face.
But on the final lap of the race, he might choose to. Oh, we've gone wide. I think maybe I do need to be down into first.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. Stay sharp. Green flag. Okay then. 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Oh, not now! Not now!
Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag.
Oh, we might want to let Wilkins pass there, you know. But if I do that, Marchal's getting past.
5. That's the finish. Well done.
That was questionable at the end there. At least nobody's there to see it. So I'm not going to lie, Chad, that was a bit more of a struggle than I thought it would be. Ooh, what wheel and pedals do I use? So I've got a TX wheel, had it for years, and it's like indestructible, he says, tempting fate. Some days I wish it would break so I could buy a new fancy one. But yeah, it served me very well. Oh, Jack, that was you. I didn't join the dots between Jay Wilkins. Follow me, of course. Very good race, man. You had the pace on me there. I think another couple of laps, you would have got me. But anyway, yeah. So TX wheel, and then I've got the Thrustmaster load cell pedals, which are brilliant. I could well recommend them. They're a big upgrade on the stock pedals and make a very big difference, I think. Yeah, great racing, guys. Hard lines, Paolo, man. I didn't know whether leg took you out or whether you just span on traction, but it happened right in front of us. Good stuff, Patrick, man. Good race. So I'm not even sure what time it is. So it'll open again in like 5 minutes. So we've got a choice basically. Do we run it again, but maybe hop in a GT3? Or should we see whether there's an open server on one of the others and do that, and then hop back into this a bit later on? Ha! We've got about a minute left if we want to hop into Spa in the F3. Well played, Ed. Yeah, well done, Paul, on the podium. It's awesome, man. Where do we want to go to next, chat? Are people going to stick around in the Broca server? We probably should. It'll open again in 5 minutes, but it's just quite a long practice session, so we could dive into something else and then rejoin it for the next one. I'm glad you enjoyed the combo, guys. It's a lot of fun. It's not easy. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, 100%, Michael. If you get out of a rhythm, it's really hard to get it back. Good stuff, Rick. Cheers, Patrick, man. Well done again, buddy. What are we thinking then? We've got 30 seconds in order to decide. Are we sticking? Nobody is offering me a view in the chat. Are we going to stick in the Broca server? Maybe hop in a GT3? That'll kick off in about 5 minutes. Or should I, in the next like 10 seconds, hop in the F3? Right, we ran out of time, so we're going to do that again, but I'm going to go in the GT3s. And then we'll... Hal, you're too late. the timer has ran out. So we're going to go GT3. Sorry, guys. Maybe I've got a lag on what's appearing on my chat. But we've missed out. For now. We will do the F3 later, though. We'll do the next one. Because I both love that car and the track. Haha, thanks, Ed. I think that about all sorts of things in life. If only people would consult me more, then they would be better. But they don't, and I don't know why. But I'm glad you like the track and car combo. You think second for the hairpin, eh? Yeah, I think where I was going wrong in the P2. No worries, Paolo. Where I was going wrong in the P2 was just not slowing the car down early enough. Just trying to be too greedy. And carry too much speed into the corners. And as Michael was saying earlier on in the chat there, you need to prioritise your exit speeds. Hey, Spam Good. It is going to be GT3, my friend. We are waiting for the server to reopen, and we're going to do another Broca. I think somebody earlier on in the chat asked me when I'm going to be doing this again, so I don't know is the answer, but I'll be streaming at least once more through the week, and then I'm going to also produce some race videos from the server and from others as well. But obviously that requires me to do it offline and just race as usual in the ranked server. So they'll be coming as well through the week. Hopefully get some good racing in. GT3 at Suzuka, David, you up for joining? I just bought the new Mercedes Evo from the ADAC 2020 pack in the sale, so I think I might run that. I also bought the Bentley, but I've never raced the Bentley, and I'm not sure tonight's the night to race the Bentley for the first time. Robert, your battle with Paolo, I was right behind you, and it was fantastic. And it looked like your stable was pretty, your connection was pretty stable. But you went side by side all the way through the S's, which is madness. Cheers, Emery. Thanks for that, man. Tell you what, while we're waiting, I'm going to hop out and just see what my what that did to my rating, and have a little look at the stats, and you can have a little look at what I've been up to recently. Oh, we lost 9 rating, but I've been on a reasonably decent run of late. The last race I did, it was a strong field in the multi-class last week, and I'd really planned to make a video out of it. Monza, and I was in the GTE and bombing down to T1, lap 1, and my cat leapt on my keyboard and returned me to desktop while the race was still running, and somehow avoided contact with everybody, dropped a couple of positions, but was still alive when I managed to get the screen back working. And then the cat changed the camera view by pressing a different button on my keyboard, so it was on the kind of floating bonnet. And so although we had a good race, I couldn't make a video out of it, which is a shame, because it was really good and I really enjoyed that combo. It's a shame there aren't more GTE cars. I'd love Sector 3 to bring some more GTEs to the game. Oh, hard lines, Nick, man. Nick, I didn't make contact with you there, did I, man? I just saw you behind me as I came down the inside of you at the hairpin, lose it, and I didn't know whether I'd nudged you or not. If I did, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. I know, Robert, man. Like just on getting on the gas out with the hairpin, it was unlucky, man. Thanks for joining the stream, everybody. Yes, Michael, I think that is right. I think I had a bit of a tendency all the way through the race to not open up the entry to corners. And I think a little bit of that, although this might sound like a crap excuse, is not being entirely used to racing in a car where the driver's seat is on the right-hand side. It takes a little bit getting used to. So I was a little bit wary of running wheels up onto the grass. Right then, let's hop in. Server 1, everybody who wants to join. Broca Europe 1. Still sounds really cool to say that. And let's hop in the Mercedes. I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. I mean, I'm relieved in a way, because I wouldn't want to be the one to be responsible for punting you out, but at the same time, it could have been a really good battle, man, so I'm sorry about that. Get yourself in a GT3 and come and join this one. Earn back some of that 43 rating. That's pretty brutal, mind.
Exit's clear. Let's get some heat into these brakes.
Thank you very much, Rick, man. I really appreciate that. Glad you enjoy the channel. Yeah, like I don't know. It sounds a bit cheesy, really, but it is like it feels really good when people say things like that, because you've got no idea when you make anything, I guess, really. But when I put videos out, I've no idea if people are going to like them or not. And really, you just put out stuff that you enjoy doing, and if other people enjoy doing it as well, that's really awesome. And if they enjoy you doing it, well, that's probably cool too. You can make your hands visible in RaceRoom. I don't know why I don't have them on, but I've sort of just got used to it. I think it was one of those things where maybe when I started racing in the sim, it was default off. So I've just never bothered putting them back on.
On your right, clear right.
He wasn't hanging around.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag sector 1.
GT3 Jack, yep,
20 minutes.
that's the one. We do have a Discord, Robert. There's a link in the description of the stream.
Flag in sector 1.
So it's the SCB racing community. And a number of the guys who are racing here tonight
White flag.
are members of it. Oh, our friend in the P2 has had a bit of a moment. And you'd be very welcome. Doesn't really matter what skill or experience level you've got.
00.8. That puts you 4.7 off the pace. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 3 time is quick. Sector 1 is 2.9 seconds off the pace.
If there isn't a link in the stream, there's definitely a link in all of my other videos. So pick a recent one, because I know the links do expire. And if not, somebody else in the chat can
Sector 3 is yellow.
share one.
It looks like Jimenez has binned it. Green flag sector 3. Brake temps look good. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear.
There's loads more time in this.
That's your best time in this session. Sector 3 time is fast. P2. Sector 2 is 1.6 off the pace.
Ah,
Beth, gone out of track limits. They'll delete this lap and the one after it. 15 minutes left. Yellow flag sector 1. Green flag sector 1. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 1 is 2.8 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.9 off the pace. Yellow flag in sector 1. Green flag sector 1. Sector 2 is yellow. That's your fastest lap today. You're now 1.9 off the leader's pace. Green flag sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.1 off the pace. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag, green flag, all clear.
just running it too wide. All right,
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
let's take a little break. Oh, Finney's gone quicker by a few tenths of a second. I think the ultimate speed here is going to be quite a bit faster than that. So we'll see how close to that we can get. Welcome along to the stream, everybody. Really delighted to be doing this on our Broca ranked server. Let's have a little look at chat. Wasn't able to have a look for a bit. Yes, so hopefully you've got the Discord invite sorted. If not, I'll whack... see if I can whack one in the chat. It's asking me to sign into chat. Okay.
The leader's just done a 153.46.
There you go. That should work. Hey Kent, good to see you, man. There's quite a good range of P2s in there. Here's Jack, JW Sim Racing. If you, again, haven't checked out Jack's content, you absolutely should. You'll find it on YouTube. He does a bunch of RaceRoom and iRacing stuff, streams, races, endurance, that sort of thing. And he's a dead canny lad, as my mum would say. So definitely worth checking him out. Who else do we have on the grid? And then we'll go and do another couple of laps. Jason Spooner, member of the SEB community. Lovely man. Oh, a good pack of P2 cars here. I'm sort of optimistic it's going to be quite popular, the P2 class. I was initially a bit frightened nobody would run it, but... Oh, somebody running it a bit too wide there. Nick Campbell, another member of the SEB community, also riding in a Mercedes tonight. Good lad. Andre, good man, Andre Kratoshville. Oh, looks like he's in the P2, good lad. Cuts back across before the... Oh, but he's lost it on the curbs, as you know, he kept it, good man, dear me. Oh, he's gone well on there though. Well, we just watched Andre die there. He won't know that's being broadcast on stream. That's fun. Should we go back out and see if we can improve our time? What's happened to our time since we've been just having a little look around? So we're dropping right the way back. Decent field again though. Look at how many P2 drivers there are. Get in. I'm really happy about that. Hopefully there'll be that many when I come to record some videos. Sounds good, Kent, man. No problem at all, buddy. Let's get out, see what we can do to improve our time and take a little bit of traction control out.
Incident clear, green flag. Exits clear. Push, blue flag. The brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag, sector 1. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear. okay. Car right. Still there. Right side's clear.
Oh, we might make contact there.
Still there.
He wants to stick it down the inside, does he? Okay.
Hold your line. Right side's clear.
David, you are my only target in this race.
E7.
As long as I'm ahead of you, I'll feel good about life. But I might not be, is the truth of the matter. Not if I follow this guy in.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag sector 1. Sector 2 is clear. Okay then, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. There's a white flag, yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear. Yellow flag.
Oh, that was always going to happen.
Clear, yellow flag. Sector 2 is 3.3, off the fence. Incident clear, green flag.
Just not a good idea to run that close through that corner. Or get on the gas that early.
Sector 3 is clear. Green flag, sector 2, E8, incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 3 is 2.6, off the fence. Yellow flag, sector 2. Sector 1 is clear. It looks like Reich has gone off in a hairpin. Yellow flag in sector 3. Sector 2 is clear. Sector 3 is clear. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. That's your quickest so far. Your last lap time was 1:03.23. Yellow flag, blue flag.
David Finney. I've managed to set a time which is 0.001 slower than you. We've basically done identical times. Remarkable. Nearly identical. You're much quicker than I am through the second sector, but then I'm quicker than you through the first sector. How funny. Fair play to the leading guys here, doing pretty good times. It looks like we're going to be top 10, I would suggest. Yeah, rather than anything quicker than that. Hey Kent, yes, I am hoping to do the community race tomorrow. It's the KTMs, right? I would imagine so. Oh, Andre's dropped out. Maybe he really did get hurt in that accident. Still, decent P2 field. 15 laps, we're definitely not going to be doing 15 laps, are we? We're going to be doing more like 7.5, but for quali, let's put 6 in. We're not going to get through that, but just so we don't have to worry about it.
That's the end of the session, P8.
Marvellous. Yeah, see you there, Kent. That's crazy, right, David, to be that close? See if we can do it again.
Sector 1 time's okay.
That's a decent lap.
Sector 3 time's okay.
Quite happy with that. We went purple in the first sector.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
Wonder how we managed that. It's going to be a decent lap as well.
That lap was at 2:02.51. Sector 3 is a 10th off your best.
Oh, we up in fourth and then got popped back down to fifth. That's got to be right, Nick? Fifth. Red is the faster colour, as everybody knows who supports Ferrari. Not that you'd notice it on track at the minute, obviously. How many laps are we going to do then? We're probably going to do... I'm going to fuel it for 9. It is the 2020 Merc Paul, and these are my first laps. And all I can tell you is that it feels pretty good around here. I can't remember whether I've ever done GT3 at Suzuka. So these are really early laps, and it feels really nice, nicely planted. You know, pretty easy to control. Little bits of oversteer, but nothing too big. I'm a big fan so far. If it can get me a top 5 finish in this race, I'll be happy with that. Where's Finney? 6/10 back. He's in the garage as well, so he's not going to change that anytime soon. Jack is down in 11th. Nick, you're in 14th, just ahead of Jason in 15th.
Checkered flags out. P5.
It does sound great. If you're talking about the engine sounds, Paul, really enjoy them. Yeah, so slow P2 could prove problematic through the S's. Hopefully we don't come across them at that point. Double check fuel. No chance for doing 9 laps. You too, Jack. All the best, man. Have a good race. Good luck, Nick. Good luck, Jason, if you're in. Good luck, David Finney. You know what? I've got complex about running out of fuel. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's the second race of the night on the Broca server. We're in the GT3s this time, starting from 5th. Hopeful for a good race.
15 minutes.
Let's see how we get on.
Okay, Ben, be ready. Flooring, green, green, green. Car right. You're in the middle, right side's clear. Car left, clear all round. Left side. Still there.
Oh, we've been hit.
Still there. Clear left, car left. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Right side's clear, clear all round.
Okay. That was pretty scary. Still in 6th though, somehow.
Yellow flag. Green flag.
There's that P2 car gone on the right hand side.
Green flag sector 1. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left, car right, clear right.
Could be a good race, this one, boys. Cars all over the track here. It's going to be slightly frightening into this corner. We're going to try and take it easy. Everybody sorted themselves out, thankfully. Could get messy here, though. Fair play to everybody getting through there, all right.
Sector 3 is yellow. Reset. White flag. Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag sector 1.
Got Torpedo Kvyat behind us. Hopefully his name is ironic.
Green flag sector 3. Car left. Clear left.
Oh, he's gone too far.
Car right.
Wow.
Clear right. Clear. Incident clear.
Just about remembered to change gear while I was trying not to get collected. Something like that was just bound to happen, and there might be more here. The car's gone wide.
Car left, clear left. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, sector 2, E5. You've just done a 205 and 13.
This is awesome though, guys. I've got to say, this is bloody good fun. Kvyat is keen on a move behind us, mind. He might have the pace.
Alright Ben, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Relax, focus, keep it smooth.
But of course, as the great Murray Walker said,
Sector 3 is
catching
clear.
is one thing, passing is another.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Oh, there's a
Green flag.
stricken P2 car there. Quaver by the looks of it. Man up ahead's gone wide. He'll get away with it. Field is just starting to spread out a bit now.
Come behind us now, 1.6. That's your best lap in the session. Green flag, sector 2.
Can just spot a P2 car coming back through here. This could get sketchy.
The outer Abreu ahead is now 0.9. On the right. He's still there. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Difficult to do the S's that. Main thing is, to be honest, we didn't get hit.
Green flag, sector 3. Okay then.
So,
Halfway home.
half race
Everything's
distance.
fine.
What do we think, chap? Where's the highest we're going to finish here? If this guy up ahead is going to try and pass a GT3 through this corner, that is mental. No, he's thought again.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Mays has been disqualified. Sector 3, we've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining. We think Campbell has spun off.
Sounds like Nick has had an accident. He's dropped at the back of the field.
Sector 3 is clear.
Not only is red a faster colour,
Gap behind is now
it's a more stable colour. He says, tempting fate horribly. This car is beautiful to drive.
Okay, Ben, keep it nice and smooth. Come on, let the race come to us. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nick. We're not really able to close in on Abreu at the minute. Car up in fourth. Abreu. Not quite sure how to pronounce his name. But if he ends up in a bit of a battle with the car up ahead of him, then we might close in. Jimenez only has a 1.6k rating, which might not be representative, but if it is, he's doing very well.
Sector 1 is clear. Campbell has retired from the race.
Oh, he's had a bit of a nightmare up ahead. Wide in the Degnas.
Reel in Abreu. The gap's now 0.7.
Crew chief advises me Abreu. So we'll go with that. Okay, 3 minutes left. McAllister in first place in the GT3s is rapid.
1-0. The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 0.8. They're faster than us into the chicane. Just 2 minutes left, just 2 minutes to go. Yellow flag, sector 1.
Gonna have one more racing lap then.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Sector 1 is clear.
I never quite remember how it works in multi-class. Yep.
Sectors 1
One
and
more.
3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.39 off the pace.
That was nearly death there, you know. If we'd ran just a little bit wider, I'd have really struggled to keep that out the gravel. We've got a bit of company with Manacho behind us. Gonna have to be a bit careful here into the chicane. Take a slightly tighter line just to ward him off.
And there's the finish. Good result, mate.
Good race, happy with that. Really enjoyable car, man. If you haven't checked it out yet, I recommend you do. Part of the ADAC 2020 pack. I just bought it today. That was my first run out in it. Very enjoyable. Good evening, Chris Rogers. Good to see you, man. You got murdered then, Nick, eh? Spun you round on the start straight. That's a shame, man. That's a very decent finish for us. 5th place in that. Much better than our attempt at the P2 earlier. JD down in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Not too bad. Jason comes home towards the back. And our dear friend Mr. Campbell retired at the end there. Where did Jack come? Oh, there he is. Top 10 by the looks of it. Hey Anders, good to see you, man. Oh, I've hit finish and the game is sort of frozen. Let's see if it comes out of that in a sec. Yeah, good. What have you missed, Chris? Well, we've only done 2 races. First in the Radical. Lots of SCB community members there for that. That was good fun. I think Patrick came home with a win in that. He was pretty dominant. And then we've just done that in the GT3, which was very good fun. Right, we've got another 90 seconds before the Spa countdown finishes. I'd be up for doing another GT3 race if people want to hop into that. But I'm equally up for switching to the F3. So we can either stick with the Broca server or we can hop into the F3. What would people like to see us do? And what race would you like to join if you're racing tonight? And don't leave it for another 90 seconds before you tell me. So Hal's telling me Spa, good lad. No practice, so we'll be straight into quali. Kent says Spa, so there's 2 votes for Spa. At the minute, that's winning. If you think we should stick around for GT3, you're going to have to speak up now. Everybody's saying Spa. Alright. Let's pick a livery. Team Samsung because it's a little bit like Broca colours. I agree, Rick. Chris should be a professional commentator. He's got a brilliant knack of making even the mundane seem very exciting. Sorry, Nick, you've been outvoted there, buddy. We're in the F3. And no time to practice, so this is going to be interesting, isn't it?
That's the end of the session. P1.
Andre's in here, that's good. Jack's joined, good lad, Jack. I think you've probably got another couple of seconds if anybody else would like to. I'm going to have a little drink, excuse me for a sec. Revenge is never the answer, Nick. It's not the SCB way. Oh, so that's interesting. Jason Lacar's in this server here. He's only got the 4th quickest time, but he's rapid. He's a very quick guy. The leaderboards and the single-seaters, you'll see Lacar's name. Ah, Andre's left the game. Here we go then. Practice stroke qualifying, because that's what it is for us. I don't even know how much fuel to put in. Let's go for that. Oh, it's very different to driving a GT3 car, I can tell you that. It'll take a little bit of getting used to. Feels excellent though. Love this car. Is it flat through Eau Rouge? Should we find out? Yes, it is. You just have to love a car that like dances, but that allows you to catch it. So we're going to try and put a banker in here, even though I'm not really sure what that looks like. Sort of using my reference points from driving Formula 1 and DTM 2020 around here. Hope everybody's enjoying the stream, man. It's a real pleasure to be doing it. Brilliant to see nearly 50 people in the chat. That's the most I've ever had. And it's just rather brilliant to share a hobby and an enjoyment of sim racing with you all. Let's see how far off the pace we are.
You've just done a 221.26.
Desperately. Oh.
Okay, Ben. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
Okay. So there's easily a couple of seconds in it. I'm not sure there's 6 seconds in it.
See front blocking going into chicane.
it's good to have a benchmark. We're not last so far. Jack's already popped it in a second quicker than we did.
The lap time was 2:19.61. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Your front tyres are cold.
It is actually really surprising how forgiving a car this is. Oh, it's not that forgiving though.
Lap limits. This lap will be deleted.
When will I learn? Well, there was at least another second in that. But we are going to be starting towards the back. In fact, let's just hop out and do race fuel. So how's that going to be? Yeah, that'll do. Instant karma, I know Lars, man. Bloody typical, innit? Oh, Jack and I are going to be starting alongside each other.
Checkered flag. P19.
What could go wrong? Just 2/10 back as well. So if that's the Sanchez I think it is, I normally race around his pace. So maybe a top 10, something like that. Good stuff. All right. There's going to be a bit of carnage here, isn't it? So I think priority number one for the first couple of laps, try and keep it clean. See where that shakes out. We might make some spots just by keeping the car on the track. Should we send a little good luck message? Just check that we've got race fuel in. Just because I think we should have properly worked on the setup, I'm going to take a few notches of rear wing out. You should never do that without having tested it, but I'm fairly sure that'll be alright. And the guys at the front are definitely running a setup.
15 minutes.
Here goes, guys.
Get ready, time to focus. Go, go, go. Left side, clear left. Right, clear right. Car right. You're still there. Yellow flag, you're in the middle. Clear left. Green flag, you're clear. Clear all around. Car right.
He's really going to go side by side with us.
Hold your line. To your right, green flag sector 1.
Jack swooped past and he's now got a run on us.
Nice one, Ben. Good start. White flag, yellow flag. Car right, right side's clear. Incident clear, green flag.
Oh ho ho ho!
Left, clear left.
That was frightening. Made up some decent spots though. Oh, we're going to make contact, are we? No, God almighty.
Right side's clear.
Jack is definitely going to have a run on us here.
Sector 2 is clear. Car left, clear left. Left side, clear left. Car left.
Whoa,
3 wide, clear right, clear all round.
that was a nice pass.
V10. Left side. Still there. Clear left. Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, all clear. Green flag, sector 1. Garcia has just retired from the race. Diaz has retired.
This could be quite a nice battle here with Shea. Just have to get out of it slightly there so as to not run in the back of him. He's nicely on the brakes. Whoop.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. That lap time was 2:19 on your left. Still there.
Up.
Hold your line. Clear left. Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 10 minutes remaining. 10
Got
minutes.
well squeezed into the apex there. Now got pressure from behind.
Right side. He's still there. Clear right.
Oh, he's gone.
Don't panic, we'll get him back. Yellow flag, green flag. You've got cold front tyres.
Lost one, gained one.
Sector 2 is clear.
It's an interesting one, man, because I didn't fight Chew there. Because I just sensed he had a decent run and he was going to go for it. Sometimes that's the right decision, sometimes it isn't. We might get him back. Just catching people at the wrong time here.
2:15.00.
He went in deep, but so did we.
Sector 1 is yellow. Off distance, fuel looks good.
We should have a good run here.
Sector 1 is clear. Alright Ben, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Oh, he was braver on the brakes than we were. Got to respect that.
Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag, sector 2.
This is great racing.
Your tyre temperatures are good. On your right.
This is probably a mistake.
Clear right. The leader is just done.
Gonna back out of it.
77.
All the while, Audion behind. has caught us up. God, we're going to catch him at the wrong point again. This is going to go 3 wide here. Because the guy behind us got a double toe. We're out of the toe now. We're going to lose a spot.
Right side's clear. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Go right. Hold your line.
Oh, we just hold on.
To your right. Front tyres are cold. Yellow flag in sector 2. Green flag sector 2. Alright Ben, don't let this guy distract you. You're entering the chicane.
Sorry, I'm a bit quiet, chat. This is just requiring quite a lot of concentration.
10th position.
Oh, he's going to go. Jesus Christ, we nearly did too.
Yellow flag, stay sharp.
Oh, the guy behind us has lost it. That's a relief, actually.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Got that wrong.
Okay mate, watch for a mistake. The stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
First incident point though. It's pushing a little bit too hard.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Okay then, one more lap.
Fastest lap for Schwartz. 2:13.63.
2:13. That's outrageous. This is going to be close, chat.
Last lap.
It's going to be really close. Oh, not at Radion. Jeez.
Okay, Ben, gone out of track limits. Keep between the lines. Green flag sector 1. You don't think any
I
suspected
did
damage?
not expect him to be slow there. Or for us to be that much quicker. Had to get out of it. Thankfully, we didn't both die. But that is probably it now.
5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Suspension damage isn't too bad.
Very little fuel left.
We are quicker here. We just have to find a way past.
Yellow flag sector 2. You can see Diaz has gone off in Leku. Sector 2 is clear.
One last chance then. Oh, we're up into 9th. Somebody retired. We might catch it a nice time here. Oh, he spotted his braking really well there. And we have to accept 9th place.
E9. Okay, it's over. Good drive.
That was my fault. Yes, I think it probably was, wasn't it? At the top of Eau Rouge. I think that was my mistake. I had to try and modulate my throttle a little bit up the hill. I don't think he did get out of it. I just misjudged the closing speed. Thank God we lived to tell the tale. That was a great race. That was a really, really, really good race. Yeah, Jack, I knocked a few bits of rear wing off before starting that. It made a big difference on the straights, but not enough difference. I think if I'd knocked a little bit more off, I could have probably handled it, and maybe it would have made getting past a little bit easier. Really enjoyable. Oh, you were kidding? No, I think it probably was. I think it's ultimately my responsibility behind. I think on that. Whoa, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really, really intense. I am sweating. After that, a lot of concentration. The guys at the front running mad speed. Gotta love that. Really, really good fun. Just to say, guys, delighted that you're joining on the stream. There's 50 people at the minute watching. The most by miles that I've ever had, which I'm really grateful for. If you're enjoying it, maybe you want to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to approach 1,000 subscribers. Maybe you're all subscribed already, but if you're not, maybe you'd like to. What should we do next, guys? Is it worth going back into Suzuka for a final race there? Do a final GT3? Got 50 seconds of practice to go. Anybody fancy joining? Thanks, Jack. I'm going to hop in. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Cheers, Jack, man. Really great to have you on track. Enjoyed that a lot. Get yourself involved in the SCB community, man. You'd love it. Code Brown. I missed that, Chris. Yes, it was Code Brown. I nearly said that in more graphic terms during the race, but I resisted. Oh, how does RaceRoom physics compare to iRacing? So it's different, and I heard a lot of bad things about iRacing before I started. And actually, I quite like iRacing physics. I think, you know, they tell you what's going on with the car. I haven't raced many cars in iRacing, but the USF that I do, the GT4, the Mazda, haven't got a problem. The Radical's really good in iRacing as well. But for me, RaceRoom is better. I mean, better is a subjective term. It's more enjoyable. It's more intuitive. I think I feel more through the wheel, particularly with the new force feedback. The cars feel like they can race each other without being sort of pinged into oblivion with the smallest bit of contact. I like that as well. Is it realistic? I don't know. But I think it's a set of design decisions from the developer to make sure you can race closely with each other. And I like that. I think that's preferable than, you know, one mistake basically ending your race. Like a couple of the bits of contact we just had in the Formula 3 race just there, in iRacing, you're dead. You're dead and you've got a 10-minute pit stop. Which is fair enough because it creates a sort of bit of jeopardy. You know, you've got to be careful. But I think RaceRoom's got a really good sweet spot where you've got a really great physics engine, really good force feedback, but quite a nice sort of collision detection damage model where it's not too punishing. So that's a very long-winded answer, and other people will have different opinions, and that's all good. But having raced both now for sort of 6 months or so, RaceRoom a little bit longer, that's what I reckon. Both good, but if I had to pick, I'd say RaceRoom. Other guys in the chat definitely run both iRacing and RaceRoom, so it'd be great to hear from other people what you guys think. So the 2020 DTM pack, in my humble opinion, are some of the best cars in iRacing. I didn't include them in my top 5 list because I hadn't really driven them before at that point. But I raced them at Spa in the rank the other week, and they were awesome. They are lethal in the first and second gear, so you've got to be careful on the throttle. But it's almost like driving a Formula 1 car, to be honest. They've got that much downforce and that much power. I think you'll have a lot of fun with them. But given there's a sale on, and I don't know how much content you already own, it might be worth getting one of the other packs with them in.
Okay, Ben, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Got that wrong. I didn't adjust my fuel, chat. So we're giving away time. I'm going to complete this lap and then sort that out.
Sector 2 is a 10th off your best.
This is 100% going to be my GT3 of choice for the time being, I think. Okay, let's take some fuel out and go for a final couple of runs. Not many P2 cars have set a time yet. This could be a GT3 heavy field. Some of the guys from the F3 race have joined us. In fact, our old friend Jew is here. 15th at the minute. That'd be fun if we can resume a battle with him. See if we can get ahead of him this time. This is going to be it for us, so have to make this last couple of corners count.
Sector 2 time is good.
This could be enough for 6th place.
You've just done a 203.01.
And it is, for the time being at least. There's a few cars behind us on track. Let's get the fuel back to where it needs to be. Yeah, that's fine.
Checkered flags out, 6th place.
Here we go then, not a bad qualifying. I'm not sure if the 2020 BMW is that different, Chris, to the regular one. I think it's the Bentley and the Merc, which are the Evo editions, that are different. But I might be wrong. Other people in the chat might know better than me about that. Jack's spot on there, I would say, about each sim having their differences and pluses and negatives. It all gets a little bit tribal, doesn't it? But at the end of the day, do what you enjoy. Cheers, Kent. Look forward to the race tomorrow night, buddy. Alright then, chat, this could be the final race of the night on the Broca server. Not going to get tired of saying that. Let's see if we can survive T1 and get a decent finish. Not many P2 cars in this one. All of the brave lads have retired for the evening.
15 minutes.
Just the two, in fact.
Okay, Ben, get ready. Mendieta is now retired. Go. To the left. Boundary line, clear left. Left side. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
That's our old friend from the last GT3 race up ahead, Abreu. Got a spinner up ahead. He's managed to hold it, but he's in the gravel. He's going to take pain all the way down this straight now.
Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear.
Decent first lap, up into 4th place, guys.
Sector 2 is clear. P4.
That was a horrible trip through the S's. Felt like we were never in the right line there. But we've gone purple. It's improbable that was the quicker way through the corners, but there you go. Felt pretty awful. Car overhead's gone wide, need to avoid doing the same. It's my weakest part of the circuit, really. Spoon. Losing quite a bit of time there. Great battle up ahead. Or 2.9 is a good lap for us. That is a brilliant first corner to get right on the back of these guys. Podium finish is possible here. Gone in too wide there though.
Sector 1. Okay then, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. Left side. Clear left, E4. Left side. He's still there, clear left. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. So is that. He's gaining on you. The gap's now 0.9. Green flag, Sector 2. Green flag, Sector 1.
Roles reverse then. Warner wants this position back.
Yellow flag.
Car behind us is gone. Don't know if he was helped into that spin or not.
Sector 1 is clear. Okay then, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past. They're slower than us into turn 1. Half distance, fuel looks good.
Oh, gone in a little bit deep there. Cost us quite a bit of time. Oh, they've both gone wide. They've followed each other off the circuit. Unbelievable.
Car left.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Still there, clear left. That's your first lap of the session. Keep it within the track limits.
That was very sketchy. I was absolutely certain we were gone there. And that we might take the car up ahead with us. Thankfully, we just got one incident point and didn't even get a slowdown.
so you can settle in.
Okay guys, final bit of the race. Can we get second place? I think we do have a bit better pace, although I think it's pretty even. Oh, we're a bit wide there. Probably got 2 more laps after this. We've got a decent gap back to 4th now.
Ahead is now 0.9. That's your best lap of this session.
Bit scruffy there, lost concentration. Getting a bit tired now. So I think it's going to be a mistake from him, or it's going to be 3rd place. But he has already made mistakes, so it could happen. Come on then, last lap. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, Ben, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
close the gap. Taking about half a second out. Don't think we're close enough. Oh, he's gone very wide. It's going to be under half a second. But at the end of the day, we couldn't get it done.
Nice one.
Great race though. Oh, and a podium to finish our evening. Just punt him off, says Jasper. As we know, Jasper, from my videos of your racing, that is what you would do, isn't it? Only kidding, everybody. That Jasper's a very clean and fair racer. He just so happens to have been unlucky in the videos that I've captured of him. Brilliant, that. Really, really, really good fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did then, just racing that. Super impressed with the 2020 Merc. I've said it a few times tonight. Really, really nice car to drive around Suzuka. Feels so comfortable. At home in the S's, you know, it doesn't feel like it's understeering or oversteering, nicely balanced. But yeah, what a brilliant evening of racing. Really, really happy with it. I'm going to let this run and then see the results. Have a little look at our ranking, and then that'll probably be us for the night. Thanks very much, buddy. Here we go. Here's the classifications. Pack GT3 field. Our old friend Ju from the Formula 3 race comes home in 11th. Good work. We come home in 3rd place in class. Hopefully we get a decent bump in our rating off that. Thank you so much, Emery, man. I really appreciate that. Let's have a look. Let's see where we are. We did plus 16 or 15.7. So we're up to 1772. In fact, we've got decent bumps from most of the races tonight. The P2 race harmed us a little bit, but we've more than made that back. So we're on a decent little run. And I'm nearing my 100th race on ranked racing. In fact, I'll do that this week. And I'll do it on the Broca server. That's nice, isn't it? That's a sort of quite a fitting thing to happen for our 100th race on the ranked servers. So there we go, guys. Look, thank you so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the server over the course of the next week. I'll probably stream again at some point over the next few days, and I'll definitely be producing some video content from the server, and I'll try and squeeze in an F3 race as well because it's just awesome at Spa. If you've enjoyed the stream, do leave a like. It helps me out. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're nearly there. It would be awesome if you would. But for me, I'm going to call it a night there. Get a shower because I'm sweating terribly in this hot room. And I will catch you all later, hopefully on track. Alright guys, take care.